These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup.
They have been, and they've been getting there first, and this hides some of the weaknesses of that Braum. Wink, of course, one of the veterans of this team, brought in over from IG, really helping his team on this Braum pick and kind of holding the door shut. I think this game gets a little problematic because they're already losing very hard in side lanes in these turrets.
Yeah, and again, it's been a relatively slow game.
That's great. If he doesn't manage to, there's no follow-up, and then suddenly, EDG, they take themselves that top lane turret. Maybe they are choosing to, maybe they're choosing to get their own side lane advantages through this. Maybe that's the play. They say, okay, they want to give up the dragon, get some gold onto their carries elsewhere, because they're starting to fall behind in gold to TT. That is one of the macro options they have.
What's the
time to fight? If you're going to, you have one items, which are one item spikes, which are very, very strong. Beitron's going to start up the dragon again. Okay, so this is the play now. They go towards the mid lane turret. They delay their dragon start. They take mid lane turret. They should go straight back towards dragon, and now TT get themselves both the tower and the objective. JJ does have his ult coming up soon, but still not quite up.
And the mini dragon, namely Smolder, forced to back away and use the ultimate there. As kind of wave clear duty, so Mom was summoned, didn't get that much value. Feather might be in danger here, actually flashes away from the glacial fissure, and again no one dies. Dragon was secured by TT alongside the turret, and it is a macro lover's dream apparently today. It's all about those objectives. Violence is an optional part of League of Legends. Right. Ryan makes me a liar in a matter of moments, forced to flash out of the solar flare.
Manages to get out with his life, so no first blood still. The other thing this is good for is still going to be very, very powerful around the next time which EDG wants to take a fight, because they got those early dragons. They can definitely take towards that. JJ has himself a lot of move speed, gets the ult.
Beitron coming on over potentially, and that will be first blood at 20 minutes! Secured by JJ on EDG! Can they turn to Baron?
No, I don't think so. Hoya's going to come in and try and get himself the solo kill here. Meganar's coming down. They're teleporting away from that Baron.
Yeah, that would be the Meganar. Ulted out from solo kill. Hoya now in danger. Crunches onto Cryin, who actually came in at half HP. Flash is available for Hoya, but he's not going to use it as solo kill flashes for an Antofo strikes part 3 of his own.
Okay, so that's going to be teleport down towards that boss side. EDG occasionally with an LNG looking at you. And a couple of others. Yeah, there are a couple. Hoya's going to finally break this bot lane out of turret, opens up some extra map options.
If it is not as instant a win condition as it once was, UCal now potentially in danger here as JJ is looking for something. Will throw down the far side alteration teleport behind. UCal and the rest of TT want to play this Hoya with the Meganar there. They're going to turn straight onto solo kill, who gets murdered. Hoya, hit with the Dream Dust, will not be put to sleep though, and the man advantage currently lying with TT.
Just teleport for teleport, but TT can walk away with their first kill. Gets himself a Q splash, getting some minion kills, getting some tags on enemy champions. That'll help him. 218 right now. One more wave or a little bit of poke on enemy champions will get him to it.
Worth noting that Beitron at the moment is on the dragon. Will secure that alongside Hoya on the Gnar. UCal flashing away as he was CC'd there. The Lucian down that key summoner spell. Stay alive, however.
Blows in that flash definitely hurts his both offensive and defensive capabilities. JJ goes in.
Oh boy, 1XM put to sleep, cleanses on out. Feather pulled back with a Q3. The Eclipse is timed out. Turnaround is huge though, as Bram begins to pop the ultimate. Everybody's health bar is looking pretty low. Into the backline goes Hoya, doesn't get that much value though, and TT in so much danger is Cryin. Sees everybody low, blood in the water, barrier comes on down. Leave goes flapping over the wall, but
the HP bars, if not the overall kills themselves, and that's going to net them a Baron. EDG, even with their lack of easy engage, are managing to make this work. This is not the easiest team composition to play in the world. In the combination that will look for side lane advantage with that Gnar, looking for quick picks with Leona. It just hasn't been the case in this game. They haven't been able to find it, and I think we're really starting to see the value of Braum into these kind of single engage comps as well. Braum managed to tag that down. Ult with from JJ. Here comes the ult.
Another big chunk. 1XM down to about half HP. Massive shove into the wall. Hoya gets into the backline, but it's immediately killed by Leaf. But Roman does have a flash. In danger, stays alive. 1XM burning down. Allows Thor to reclaim him, but it's still just about alive. The problem is everyone else is burning on down. JJ goes golden to prevent the last auto coming on through. Swellseed just about wide. But everyone but 1XM falls, and EDG in the blink of an eye might just end the game.
JJ has been so on point with his big sleeps. This time it finally gets comboed up with the Smolder ultimate, and the carries of TT just could not team fight. In the blink of an eye, EDG, they don't need to wipe the fights. They have done here though, and they walk towards the Nexus.
Slowest game of the split. It feels like 1XM desperately low to burning on out. But one fight, one Baron. EDG win the damn game.
LPL or Orm presses W in front of it. You lose a lot of value from the big teamfight ults of the Poppy from that. TT do have TT gonna get themselves that first dragon. Grub spawning in 20 seconds. TT gonna potentially support to AD carry. Typically, the way that you figure out whether the center or lane's going well, you don't mind being behind a little bit in gold as the 2v2. You compare both of those gold leads. Here's one bigger than the other. As you can see, EDG as a duo have more gold than the other duo, and they may be getting more than that now with the bot dive.
1xn, no flash, gets flash knocked up, in comes the blooming blows. 1xn gets blood before he goes down. Turret shot of the GG, not quite enough.
Oh, 14 HP.
Oh my days, could have been a 2-for-2 in a disaster.
Stoppable to deny a lot of the combo. Feather takes the route away from 1xn. The knockup does come through onto him all the same, even with the barrier coming through. 1xn gets that cleanse for a quick turnaround. Judges, no claw, no flash.
Oh my days, he burned the flash onto the turret, will likely go down here, denying that kill. And it will be Beishwan who should pick it up with the last auto and does so. Cryon will Valkyrie out to safety. Curse the Black Mist lands on you, Cal. Be a piercing darkness afterwards.
They're going to get themselves the grubs. Okay, so giving over the one earlier, it doesn't mean that it's going to deny them 4 grubs if they get all of these. Are they going to get all of these? Got a lot of people walking over. They might look for leave to get a route on someone walking up to the grubs. If they can get that, it will stop TT getting in.
They are missing the call of the Forge Gold, though. Pretty problematic. Yukal, though, hit with an early Swirl Seed. Gonna be put to sleep. Not what's the culling out yet. Solo kill. Desperately low. That teleport kind of sucked.
It's going to be 3 grubs to 3 TT. They managed to get into River. I think Leave needed to look for a better route in the choke point so they could look for a big combo before TT got into that River. Beishwan's going to walk up, get the pass. He's not going to get anything more than that. So that's going to be... Obviously, there's Shurima fried chicken, and we might be seeing meal best served cold on the top side.
Flash. Not he took that chance to pop the Valkyrie and burn down. Flash is one thing, but cannot flash the hardest CC of death that we've just been discussing.
Did someone order a Corki? Order up, goes down on that top side. Yukal gonna get himself that top lane out of turret 2, so extra gold into that Lucian. He has himself the Cull Pop, so Yukal is swimming in gold right now. Harold is also spawned. Cryon does have teleport. Will he teleport in time? Well, will he be alive in time to teleport for the play?
Certainly be in a dangerous position. Teleport now coming on down. Thunder Torque available to do some more.
Oh, the passive.
Passive comes on to a
lead. Oh, no.
Onto JJ afterwards as well. Hoya goes into the back line, gets a knock up with the point blank. Keeper's verdict flash for a double tap brings down the Ornn as well.
Why? After a whole year of seeing this godforsaken champion being played, are we not walking the brand passive away from each other? Yukal gets the triple, pops the barrier, won't get more, but TT find a brand moment.
Gets the quadra kill. They'll lose a kill back. He finally falls as the Dawning Shadow brings down Senna's spouse, but Lucian has done the damage already. Herald comes careening in to the tier 2. I don't think Leave can stop this deluge of minions. Maybe a little bit too risky to stay with some teleports available from the likes of Solo Kill and Wink. So TT, I think, perhaps wisely back away. The minions just about get the turret, not enough to lead down to half HP. We're going to hear a little bit with the piercing darkness. A teleport into the mid lane on the ward that is there. Soul point would be available for TT. Call the Forge Gun onto Beishwan, who has still got flash, not taking that much damage back. Wink in danger as the Pyroclasm flies across a couple members. Wink down to about half HP. Still has the teleport for a reset, but Call of the Forge God was burned to no avail.
That's a bit of a weak brand ult, but it might just be enough. Jeja still has his ult.
Goes Feather, puts the door up. Leave to get a bit of a root and some damage back. 1 for the soul point. Onto the backline, the teleports come flying on through alongside a Senna ultimate. Can go on forwards, his solo kill. Burns out 1xn to the backline. Wing trying to get some damage on in. Yukal without the flash, without the barrier, trying to run away. Beishwan will fall. And TT punished by the number of teleports available. Yukal nearly gets something back with the culling, but can't quite manage. After all the kills that went over to Yukal, a little bit behind the curve, all things said and done.
Yeah, Yukal had Cold Cash inside lane turrets, loads of kills. He's had everything given to him. Cryon on the other side, quite anemic. Should have kept Vampire for that one. The blood been sucked out of that Corki. Yeah, he's going to need to find himself somehow to do damage. He's not going to do damage to the spawn. This is the thing, right? You need to see how good that shield usage is going to be. That's a good brand ult. That's a good brand ult.
The turnaround is huge. In comes the arrow and Wink blinks down to right, flash for the stun into the wall afterwards from Hoya, who knows exactly how to pilot this champion. 2 dead, including the jungler, who burned flash in the last dragon fight, allows TT to run right back to, you guessed it guys, the big purple well.
Like, if Brand gets a good ult, the team fights one. If he gets a bad ult, EDG still have a chance. TT find themselves another clump of EDG players. They play around the minion wave, they clump up too far together, the passive starts flashing. TT get themselves easy kills, easy Baron. That's getting a good timing as well, because the dragon's spawning in a minute. They'll be able to reset, push out waves, and get themselves to that dragon. Yes, they give up the mid lane turret, but EDG are on the ropes. They get themselves 2 turrets, but they still need to be able to reset to get back.
Lanes and ensure that a tricky old map state to play in, but now a turnaround with the Call of the Forge got onto 3, and the Lilting Lullaby is good. Gets onto base one, who throws some damage back, but is in danger of falling. GG is in the middle of absolutely everyone. Junglers traded, both down. Teleport's coming back on in. Flash on in for a knockup. Doesn't get that much value, as they will still get solo kill, who is turned around in the middle of 4. The backup damage from Leaf can start to get scarier, but they're just getting rooted in place. UCal free firing alongside the Ashe, and Leave alone. There's the last man standing for EDG. Soul secured for TT, surely.
And Leave can't do it alone. JJ flashes in, can't find the play. Cry goes Meller Engine the Corki, can't find it. TT, they're going to very likely get themselves that dragon. Leave trying to steal it. The Q can go through the shield. It's not going to happen though. Infernal Soul over to TT, and not for the first time in the last few weeks. Leave is left scratching his head at what more he could have done. He's not had a great year, but in the last week, Leave has really tried to team fight EDG's successes together.
Stuck in the middle of the
I
river.
thought that was the steadfast presence.
No, it was a glacial
Right,
pressure.
okay, right, well played. 1xN, he has no flash, and his ult is now down as well. EDG, they really don't have the stats to deal with Feather and Hoya now. They're just not killing that front line. Leave needs a Lord Dominus regards, and he's just not getting there in time. If he has that, maybe things can change. I think that EDG need to give gold over to Leave at this point. Just power farm up to that.
Yeah, he's got enough soul, I think, to be enough ready. Just needs more items.
Mate, you need to be that front line. TT gonna push in with that Infernal Soul. Great passive from Beitron. So much damage coming across. Pulls that ult out as well. And suddenly the tanks are half HP.
They are not really all that tanky. I think they are just full of leaky holes at this point. Not great at carrying water. Certainly not at holding on to the game, it
Huge
feels
amounts
like.
of gold above EDG. They're pushing in this mid wave, and it just feels like the next dash arrow, if it hits onto a key target, will be the end of things. You can use that W to go unstoppable. The E goes back instead.
Ash for a bit more root. You can't go unstoppable. Everything wall slammed afterwards. Leave hit with a glacial fissure, and the brand passive does the rest. Another 2 members down. Bot lane dead. TT can move right back towards the Baron. Thunder Talk, walking the walk.
Fantastic Ash Brawn combo. Feather gets himself that follow-up onto Leaf. Doesn't flash the Brawl ultimate, goes down. I think he would have been able to teamfight anyway. Probably still would have been a Baron start, but that makes it even worse. Beitron's brand has been utterly disgusting, but it has been enabled by the fact that TT have had a strong front line. We talk about like the positioning between front line and back line, the spacing between them, the shape of a team fight. That is where it becomes important. If the brand damage is on a tank, which is right next to this center, it doesn't help. Hoya's going forwards. Leave escapes right now, though.
Arrow goes wide, flash on in, knockup comes through. Golden, though, means the dawning of Beitron is in danger. JJ can go in. They've killed off the brand, but the brand passive from beyond the grave is foul. Yes, you killed it, but the damage is done.
JJ gets a great ultimate, but it's not enough. There are too many cleanses. There's too much work going through, and TT will even up the series 1-1.
And a flash on forwards for a couple more autos, and the Ardent Blaze brings down the last remaining member. TT make this one an even state of affairs. One final game to determine the winner.
TT, they turn up in this game too. They realize that Braum is a power pick. They realize what exactly Brand could do when that ultimate is not.
And the Zyra, your zone control in those corridors around objectives in the river can be very difficult for the Leon. In the easiest split.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite for saying the house always wins. The house is now on fire. What's happened to the house? Level 2 is going to get hit now first by EDG's bot lane.
Ooh, that's a huge moment. The damage back. 1xM burning down, cleanses away. Level 2 back on through. The heal back and Leave is in danger. Could potentially bail out. Flash for Flash. Wink can't quite get the autos. Leave just about alive under the turret. First blood to Wink. Turret shots come on through and will survive. Feather will look to trade it back. But an absolute mess of a play in the bot lane.
What happened to the XP? 1xN and Feather, they don't hit the weight. If you can get Leave kind of comboing up with Wink and JJ, could be a big thing. He's trying to pull it out. That's UCal off the wall.
Oh, nicely done, UCal. delivered a kill by a nice play from Beichuan, and that gets them on the board.
So that is good gold over to you.
They managed to get
Shut
that value.
up! Oh my god! I'm gonna order 66U this one, and the best thing is they have the Order 6 grubs. They also have the Renata ultimate, which is very truly the Order 60 substitute as all of the allies attack each other. That can be very powerful too, but I still feel like LPL is it's behind where it was before, when it was about those two Heralds being able to slam them both into mid-turret and open up that area of the map. With the map changes too, definitely helping EDG, looking to try and stop TT from getting to the river.
Beichuan as well, struggling to keep his plants alive. One gets tapped by a Q from the Ezreal as onivia in danger here. Solar Flare is Captain Jack cleansed away from. Be forced to reset though on 20% HP.
That'll win them the Herald. EDG, they're now going to try and see if they can stop TT from going towards this. You don't have your Kalista. He's on vision again. The W lands, which means he has to back off. Yet again, teleport coming in.
Hostile takeover, but the teleport behind puts some difficulty down. Herald secured by TT. They get the lilting lullaby, but a slice and then a flash over the wall. Should keep
oh, one extend!
Walks into the flash ult from solo kill, and JJ secures the kill afterwards.
It has been a disaster game for 1xn. Gets chunked out. Well seeds they can wait for. Ezreal poke. They're looking to push out mid lane. Wink is briefly caught and chunked out a little. He doesn't have that warm-up just yet, but EDG will still get themselves that dragon without a contest.
Don't drop the Herald. Beichuan was debating doing it, and 1xn caught by a couple autos there through the wave. Fighting over that flash out from the solar flare from Beichuan. All the while though, Zeri gets a turret in the top lane. That will be first turret towards TT as Boya. Taps onto Cryin, who does have flash, yet to force to pop it. Now takes a huge amount of damage. Needs to be very afraid indeed, flashing away from the Dominus damage.
Yeah, don't get cocky, kid. That Renekton is very, very strong still. Hoya trying his best. Herald being put into the mid lane. Feather flashes forwards.
Oh, looks like this battle station is fully operational. Down comes the lightning crash. Firing when ready. Herald summoned, tower falls, and TT strike back in a valiant way.
Yeah, that Herald looks less like a big void creature, more like a Star Destroyer at that point. He goes straight into the fray, and poor JJ is taken down by that Star Cruiser. And feels like EDG just were not respectful enough in that mid lane. TT, their early game has not been slick, but they now find themselves at a gold advantage. They break open two turrets, which give that True Shot Barrage. That one is a bit more of that.
That one misses.
That one is very much more.
E number 11 of the game, so to speak, to reference the blaster, especially
E11 blaster, yeah, that's the one. It's very powerful in that one. EDG get themselves that dragon. TT may be looking for a start towards this top side, get some vision control. They're not getting into the river first.
Hoya will jump onto JJ, who will watch out, eep away. Dragon secured. TT didn't feel comfortable to go to the river, but it's looking pretty good for EDG now that the gold is close enough to even. They've got themselves soul point. They can get the turret here. This is looking pretty okay right now.
It is, EDG. I've normally criticized their team fights. Even they've looked better today. EDG, they've looked way better in the early game once again, is even in gold, and now slightly goes into third.
Really afraid is once again being left in the mid lane. 1v2, can't stand there and clear it as JJ walks up with lead. We'll take that tier 1 finally. Barrage could mill down. All the while though, TT still in the river, and this is a double AD carry plus a Zyra. Baron will disappear if you stay away for too long.
So both of these teams, good ability to rush, but Zyra is the queen of Baron rush, so you cannot allow that to get off vision at any amount of time. EDG, they have 3 minutes on a potential soul, be an Ocean Soul. I think that Ocean Soul is quite valuable here. You have that Zhonya's, which can help for JJ. Of course, for Leona, always valuable. Leona is typically, Ocean Soul is good in these particular scenarios. It's always useful, but it's particularly useful for when, one, you're in a poke battle, where it's poke for poke, you get to activate the soul, and you get to shrug off the enemy pole. Fantastic there. So Ezreal's really good at that, and it works against the Zyra. Lots of things that work at that. Also works when you have tanks which survive to the point where they can get that proc down so many times. Now, they don't have it for this fight, though. Baron has spawned. That is the ult used for the plants. They won't have that ult for the fight now, and EDG might consider themselves a bit of a fight here.
Going down about half HP, teleports come
solo kill.
onivia pretty low, solo kill looking for that flank on in as JJ goes golden to avoid the hostile takeover. Staying alive right now is Yukal, who throws down the lightning crash. Damage back with EDG is huge. Lilting lullaby means that Yukal falls though. onivia tries to hop his way around, but is immediately brought down. There is no Anima squad here, no Battle Bunny skins available. and they lose both AD carries, and the Baron's still there, and EDG have the health bars to look at this one.
Yeah, the
themselves.
Thunder is sounding a little quiet. TT have been shut down around the Baron, and EDG take that leash and the two-member advantage. Try to look for another fight.
Solo kill going to be tongue low and goes down. Big Root onto Leave as well, who got hit by the grasping Root. Base one with the plans could still be a threat, but they just can't get in there. They lose one, yeah, but Baron secured. And Dragon spawns in a minute and a half. EDG get another.
Leave gets another parting kill, and he's the one with the true shot eyes to match the true shot barrage. Gets himself a huge kill. This might just be the kill which gets EDG into the advantage. Now with Beichuan Dad, they don't have the jungler across the map to start being part of the big setup for the Dragon spawning in a minute. Baron, Soul spawning in a minute.
Solo kill, trying to manage the rage bar, using the Gromp to get towards it. Would be walking across vision if he comes towards his flank. Trying, gets the culling down, but doesn't get that much damage, just his own control. Solo kill, an own quantity as Hoya. Feather looking for that flank, into the backline they go. They get the ultimate across over the hostile takeover. Gets GJ pretty low, but not down. The blast cone keeps him alive as the ultimate from the Callista brings... I'm about to say Feather to safety, not anymore. It's GJ now looking for a swell steal.
Oh!
And a huge combo. They'll get the lilting lullaby, and it will be good night to TT. Good night to them looking for a win in this series. And EDG plays spoiler in a phenomenal Game 3.
It was as a million TT fans cried out and were suddenly silenced. EDG blast their planet apart, and it is JJ the instrument of the demise towards the end of it. EDG at the brink at 1-4. They lose this series, they would have been out. You would have only been seeing them in 2025. Beyond this point, they keep themselves alive.
TT cannot hit the magic 4 wins. EDG will not 4 to 5 losses. It is just excellent stuff. Fantastic play from the level 1 in the lane. And all from there, at least Cryan gets one more at the end of it to rub salt in the wound. Thunder Talk grounded in this game. Lightning does not strike for a 4th time. And EDG moved to 2.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.